What are the slope and 1 point on the graph of y minus 12 equals 4/9 x plus 7? So in looking at this equation, I can see it is in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So instantly when I look at this, I see that my slope is 4/9. M equals 4/9. And now I need to find my point, which is going to be x1 and y1. So right here I see we're subtracting 12, so that means that y1 is 12. But here we're adding 7, and so we can look at this as being x minus -7, right? If we added 7. So that means that my x1 of my point is -7. So the shortcut is, if you're adding, that means you actually subtracted a negative. So this is my slope and my point on that graph. Let's try a few more. Here, number 13, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So the first thing I see is my m is in front of my parentheses. My m equals 5/3. Now all I need is my point, which is going to be x1 and y1. So we are subtracting 1. So that means our y1 is +1. And we are subtracting 3. So that means my x1 has to be +3. So my given point here is 3/1 with the slope of 5/3. Same thing moving on. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So remember, when we're adding, this is the same as y minus -4 equals 5 times x minus -1. So once I've looked at that, I see my slope is 5. So m equals 5. And then I'm subtracting -4. So that means for my point, my y value is -4. And I'm subtracting -1. So that means my x value is -1. So this is my point for this graph. Last, number 15. This is the same as y minus -5 equals -6/5 x minus 5. So just from looking at this, I see that my slope is -6/5, and my point, which is x1, y1, is going to be +5 for x and -5 for y. So once you look at an equation given to you in point slope form, you should be able to instantly pull out the slope and the point.